This is one of our Norwegian friends who seem to have taken a liking to this particular stream. I know Canary Bird has submitted something later on as well, so that'll be a good one. And I know he successfully beat Weas after using my service. So apparently he's bigged me up over there. So now I'm gonna have Norwegian VODs on here all the time. Anyway, let's give this a look. I don't even know who this guy means actually. Oh, it's a bear. Alright, some nice movement. Wow, you actually just waited for the Hadouken. Street Fighter Fireball game. Alright, this is nice. Alright, so there's some good non-committal play so far. That said, I'm not sure on letting yourself get cornered. You should definitely be throwing up more, like even if it's just bait, but like bait. Alright, that was nice. That's optimal. Wait, I looked away. What happened? Well, that was obviously an input error, but okay. Alright, that was risky. Wow, Weir's SDI is honestly really impressive. Okay, so I want to know what this witch time. Honestly, this witch time. Who is it hitting? I don't know. That's a confusing one. You've kind of done it, and but he's not committed to anything. Like, it's not even like you were stood underneath him when you did it, so it could have caught a landing aerial. You just kind of ran away and did it. So I'm not sure what the reasoning for that was. We're gonna keep watching because we've got, I'm assuming this is like a best of 5.
Has just begun.
That was quite unfortunate because you made a correct. You started it off really well, and then you kind of SD'd and threw it away.
Survival.
But he didn't need to panic though, child, man. Come on, Jacob. Okay, so one thing if you watch a Bayonetta like at a top level play, like Salem or Zack or something. If they throw someone off stage, they will at least then pressure them on their way back in. Watch what you've done here. Just there are so many options you could have done here. You could do like a full hop nair. You can do a full hop up air. You can just try and obstruct his return to the stage, like firing bullets. Doing a neutral B. But I'm not sure what you've just kind of let him come back. So I feel like when I'm watching you play, like when you've got the advantage, you don't really press the advantage all that well. So we're gonna keep watching it, but you've put him in a bad position. Weir's has now got to try and recover with a character who, in all honesty, has a pretty linear and slow, predictable recovery. So you can definitely get in the way and try and punish it. You could, if you're scared of a Tatsu, you can just put yourself there and avoid it if you're worried you're going to get hit by it, because it's got all the cooldown in the world. So just punish it afterwards. But instead, you've kind of just not made him scared. He's just been able to recover to the ledge, and that's definitely one of Bayonetta's strong points. Yeah, and that was. I'm assuming that was another misinput. And if that was another misinput, then that's definitely something you needed to work on, was these inputs. Because you lost both of your stocks in the first game to him, essentially. Yeah, that's a good combo, good stuff. Not gonna die to that one because it's our spot. But this, yeah. See, this is a bit better. Like, go on, stop. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't rate that witch time. There were other things that could have been done there. Yeah, good coverage on that. You pressured him just by... See, the positioning was important there. Because you hit him. Oh, too far away. Let's go back a little bit further. See, you missed this, but by being underneath him, you forced him to do something. That's really important. Because when you stood at the edge versus Ryu, he's not actually that scared. You want to actually put stuff there to force him to make options. In a situation like this, where you are directly underneath him, it's very different because he has to... It's essentially, he's got to be scared of anything you do on the way down, especially here, because he can die to anything. So waiting for the air dodge and back airing it was honestly perfect play. Yeah, you were kind of screwed there. Like, honestly, I wouldn't recommend ledge camming versus Ryu because of that down smash. Canary, allow yourself. So something I want to see more of from your Bayo is when you're in neutral or when neither of you have any sort of advantage. You can kind of put yourself in advantage automatically by doing just throwing out bullet arts. You keep doing this stuff. This is fine, but once you're in a situation where you're both across the stage, you just throw out bullet arts. You don't need to force the issue. There, we're going back a little bit. It ended up working out okay for you, but we're gonna go back. In this situation, you're safe. He hasn't got any pressure on you. You haven't hit him. So, neither of you don't need to commit to an approach. Both of you are basically in neutral here. So there's very little reason for you to do what you then do, which is a heel slide. Doing another short hop there, just to basically tack damage on, that essentially is telling him if you, the Ryu, don't come to me, I'm going to keep hitting you with these bullets, and I'm going to do more damage to you, and you have to make the decision to come towards me. But part of why Bayo is so strong is that her neutral essentially makes people approach her. And admittedly, like it's similar to Mega Man, except without the stun. It's like, I'm not hitting you with huge damage, but I am making you come to me. And that is honestly very important. It's the same deal with Limit. When a Cloud is charging Limit, it's like, yeah, okay, you know, I'm not winning neutral, but you don't want me to keep doing this. You want to stop me from getting neutral, so you have to come to me to stop me from doing it. And then they do it, and then the Cloud hits them, and then they get up at like 5 times, and then they get a finishing touch or something, or like a limit cross slash, and they die at 60. Similar thing with Bayo. You do the bullet arts, like, you know, the hold on down tilt, hold nair, you know, the neutral B, do all that stuff. Don't actually commit to things. Angus, there's quite a long queue. There's like 6 or 7 games. It'll probably be next week. But yeah, like if you just keep peppering him with hits, even if it's only 1 or even like 0%, you're still hitting him. He's still taking damage in a situation where it should supposedly be neutral. So in this situation, I would rather you stay and keep doing neutral airs rather than admittedly committing, because it's Ryu. If you commit and he reads it and he punishes you, you're going to take like 50%. So it's really risky to go for these heel slides. So you got hit and you got away with it, but he could have done so much more there. Like a heel slide there was a little bit, you know, less risky because it was like a less neutral situation. Good. That was nice. That was good pressure. Don't rate that witch time. The way you do the combos are really weird to me as well. Like you do the up B into forward air 1, but then you don't seem to ever like finish a combo. Whoa. So you should have died there. You should have Shoryuken that. I assume that was anonymous input. Wow, that worked. Okay then. But then again, he got the voice clip, so that was clearly intentional. But you need to be aware of when you're at a percentage which you can die at, which admittedly versus Ryu is at like 70%. You need to be aware that he is going to be looking for setups for the Shoryukens. So you need to not give him those things. And those witch times are very risky. Ah, good old sound spots. What happened to the recording? That's exactly what I was saying about the risky witch times. So, I have a couple of things for you. Like, I have the aforementioned in neutral, like, just doing stuff. Like, I know it sounds silly when Salem says he does the full hop nairs when he doesn't know what else to do. And that sounds like, oh, well, he's just not thinking, Bayo's broken. It's fine. The reason he does it is that he's not really articulating himself properly, but the reason he's doing it is that he doesn't have anything else to do. He doesn't need to approach. He doesn't need to close the gap. All he needs to do is keep peppering the opponent with these hits. So we should keep hitting him with like the spinning there. Like, have you seen the hitbox on that? We're gonna get it up now, actually. Go Bayonetta. There we go. Nair bullet arts extension. Look at that. Look at all these angles it hits from. Whoa, that's way too fast. Let's just slow that down. You got all these angles horizontally and but in both diagonals. That's hitting. Look at that. And if that's not showing up fully, we're going to slow it down even further. Look at all those dimensions it hits at. Just by doing that Nair extension, you're putting hitboxes there. Has it got the up air one as well, I wonder? Has it got down tilt maybe? No? No, it just has. Yeah, it's got up air bullet arts essentially. I actually wanted to see this as well. Oh, really? I thought Nair. I thought up air had bullet arts as well. But the point is on the Nair is that look at those hitboxes. It's actually a disco. You can just do that, and it's pretty safe, even if it hits, even if they come in and shield it. Look, it's fine. Do it. Just do more of it. It's really strong. I love this. Look at that. See, if Kanara, if like we'll say that like Wie is stood here. We'll give him a pair. We'll tell you what we'll do. We'll give him a pair of glasses as well, because Wie has glasses. Wie has stood there with his Ryu. Put the headband on him. Wie has stood here, and he wants to approach you, but he can't actually. But like he wants to approach you because he's getting hit by this wonderful blue light here. This keeps hitting him, and he doesn't like it. So he wants to get towards you so he doesn't have to keep taking this damage. But because he's approached you, he's now the one committing. He's the one making the effort to come to you. It's like you're on a night out in a club and you've got a girl across the bar that you wanna bring her over. You want to go approach that girl, but no, you're gonna make her come to you. You're going to give her the eyes from across the bar. That's what this is. This is giving the girl the eyes across the bar. And then eventually, she sees you looking. And one or two things happen. She comes over you and slaps you and calls you a creep for staring at her. That's what happens to me. Or, you know, she comes over, she chats to you, you buy her a drink, maybe. Then you commit, because she's come to you. But the point is... The point is that you can make him approach you. So, you know, remember that. This thing right there. Remember that, if anything else. And these neutral airs that you were doing, so these not neutral airs, these witch times, they were very preemptive. But you died for it here because you did it so often. Wie is going to know the matchup, and the matchup against Bayo is wait until she commits too hard. And you committed too hard there. As good of a move as Witch Time is, you still need to make sure that you still need to remember that it is a counter. Counters do not activate unless they are hit. So the clear counterplay to a counter, saying count too much, but the clear way of dealing with a counter is to just not throw out hitboxes, which is essentially what Wie was doing. When he was in a situation where like, okay, iLift is possibly gonna... Okay. What, you know, he's you know, not committing, but he's essentially going to look for it. He's going to be, okay, he's committed to this counter now because he was in a situation where he could have. I went and looked as if I was going to hit him and then didn't. So all he had to do was hit you with the elbow. Just all I had to do was once, and then sure you can and because you're Bayonetta and he is enraged, you just died so early. So be really careful with committing so hard like that. Remember, strobe lights. It's how you win with Bayo. Right, hopefully that was helpful for you. If you've got any questions for me, drop them away. I will answer them. I've got to sort of the